Okay, so now we're in the IGCSE paper of May, June 2013, paper 2, variant 1. We're in the question 8 of it. So we look at this question here. The line y equals 2x minus 8 cuts the curve 2x squared plus y squared minus 5xy plus 32 equals 0 at the points A and B. And we find the length of the line AB. First, we find the points A and B first. To find them, we express them in simultaneous equations. To make it quick, we just represent this as 1, we represent this as 2. We use the substitution method. So we substitute y is equals to 2x minus 8 into right here, and we write the equation as follows. Try to understand me. Try. You should try. Alright, so and then we expand accordingly. You guys know how to expand, I'm sure. And then alright, and then we add them together. So 2 plus 4 minus 10 is we get negative 4x squared, and then 40 minus 32x, we get x, and then 64 plus 32 gives us 96, and then we make the x squared positive, and we multiply everything by negative 1 basically. So, and then we divide everything by 4. Since everything is divisible by 4, we make it simpler to understand. And then we factorize this equation right here to make it like this. And then we get two values, x equals to 6 and x equals to negative 4. We find the y accordingly. We use this equation right here instead of this, because this equation, by using this equation, we save a lot of time rather than calculating all of this 36 squared blah blah and then this thing right here, and then it gets a lot complicated, and it always gives the same result. It's like it's like an agreed equation between this and this, where the x meet, when they intersect. So let's just try to draw this. This is just an approximate drawing. This may not be accurate. Warning. This is the line 2x minus 8. This is the curve right here, and we're trying to find this. So whatever you use to find the y, it's always the same. The x is the same, the y is the same. You get what I mean, right? So now we calculate. So 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. And we calculate this, the x for this one. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 8 is negative 16. And after that, we use the Pythagoras. Alright, let's clarify this again. We're trying to find the length of A and B. And this A is negative 4 of negative 16 coordinate. The coordinate of B is 6, 4. Okay, so we can just simply write over again. Use the Pythagoras theorem. So first we find the difference between the x's. So 6 minus negative 4 is 10, and then the difference between 4 and negative 16 is 20. 4 minus negative 16 is 20. And then with the Pythagoras theorem, as easy as maths. Alright, so this is 20 squared plus 10 squared, which is 400 plus 100 square root of those, and then we get the square root of 500, which is equal to 22.4 if you were to press a scientific calculator or maybe a normal calculator. Alright, and we get the answer. Okay, we can check the mark scheme, and then this thing here gives you 1 mark. It eliminates the y at expansion, and then this equation right here gives us 1 mark. It's always shown here, and then this thing right here gives 1 mark. This also gives 1 mark accordingly. It's like equivalent, and then it uses Pythagoras for relevant points. Yeah, we use Pythagoras. This is the Pythagoras stuff we used. Pythagoras stuff. This gives us 1 mark. This thing right here gives 1 mark. So we get 7 marks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the factorization of this. This is 1 mark, so we get 7 marks in total. 7 marks. Okay. See you in question 9.